I'm gonna start early. We'll start on Monday. We're gonna come on in. But I'm getting a lot of cover, a lot of guests today. I'm coming. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. Are we ready now? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start the meeting. I'm gonna have everybody stand first and let's say our Rotary motto. Service above self. If you can turn to the flag, please, for a pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, justice for all. Bill, would you do our? Yes, so we, a moment of silence, please. Silence. Thank you. And I think Karen is going to lead us in some song today. Page 7. Page 7. Page 7. Page 7, down by the riverside. Excellent choice, Karen. Thank you so much. Please have a seat. We got lots to cover today. Several announcements to make before we get to our program. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first up, Karen, if you want to announce our road cleanup and talk about that. June 21st. It's a Friday. I mean, Saturday. We have a sign up sheet going around. I guess let's think about the cleanup that will be before our big So it's our second quarterly cleanup for this year. Again, we meet over at the former Meatland, now the home of the Custom Carts company. And so at 9 a.m. and then we clean up all of 184 all the way out to the light and back. So please sign up. We need lots of volunteers. I haven't asked Jason if we've also secured Interact participation. Okay. You'll follow up with that. So 21st. 21st. It's supposed to be a Saturday. Yes. So the next item we want to talk to you guys about is almost time for me to step down. Yes. We will have moments of many silences because you'll be so aggrieved and saddened by this turnover to Betty. Joan is going to give us a little bit of information about that dinner that we have scheduled for the turnover of officers, for the new leadership coming on board.
It is on Tuesday, June 24th. Tuesday, June 24th, 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Bay Creek, the Chesapeake Room. And we will not have a meeting that Tuesday, and that Friday is when we make crab cakes. So it's going to be a busy week. I have the list here. If you haven't responded to me yet, and you want to, come see me and I'll host you. And if you want to know whether or not I've received your response, you can come and check. Thank you.
So again, just so everybody knows, the club picks up the cost of the dinner for you as a member. If you bring a guest, whether it's your spouse, a friend, somebody you're trying to convince to join Rotary and really woo them to how lovely this club is, that cost is $47 for your guest to come. It will be a cash bar as well at the coach house. And it's at the side room, the dining room, the second dining room they've done. I'm looking at Bill, the Chesapeake room. Thank you for the name of it. That's where we did our event last year for the first time. It's a lovely space. It's great. So I hope everybody makes it out for our dinner. Okay. The deadline to let them know, Joan, to sign up. What's the deadline you need to have a head count? The 20th. Okay. So again, we will not have a lunch that day. And yes, we are coming together at Friday for crab cakes. So we're going to talk about crab cakes next. Orders are going like crazy. So we're doing really well with the sales at the moment. I have brought the list with me so everybody can check to make sure I've received. If you put it in order, you want to confirm I've gotten it so far, you can check the list with me. If I haven't heard from you yet, I'm going to be bugging all of you because again, as you may know, we require every Rotarian at a minimum to be assigned 2 trays to sell or take as your own to consume, but pay us for them. If you want to offer those 2 trays up for trading amongst the club members, for those who are selling more than everybody else and would need them, let me know. Don't trade amongst yourselves. I need to coordinate that effort so I know how many we're trying to make in total. Again, it's a very large effort. We're doing 2,000 crab cakes. It amounts to, let's see, can I see my number? Oh, I can't see my number, sorry. It's like 300 plus trays that we got to do, 332 trays, I think, in total that we have to make. So it's a great morning that we're doing this on. I also need to hear from you if you're going to be in attendance. So I get the head count for personnel coming. And I can tell you right now, our champion is Bill Stram, and the number of people he is bringing with him to help out for the day of making crab cakes is extraordinary. Can I tell him? He's bringing 12 people.
That means I don't have to come.
You've got all the supplies, Stanley. Yeah. So again, I need those numbers as soon as you have them. As you start selling even more than the 2 have assigned you, you need to let me know so I get it down and I don't oversell. So please check with me today. I think within the next week, we might be close to saying we're sold out. So you need to give me your numbers ASAP, okay? It's urgent. Couple other reminders. Go ahead, Graham.
Are you passing that around or we come to you?
I can pass it around with a pen. It's my favorite purple pen. I expect this back. There you go. Couple of reminders for you. For any sales you make, you are required to deal with the distribution of said trays once they are made on that Friday. So either you let your customers know to come pick them up at the Sheridan Fire Station starting around 11:30, but no earlier than 11:30, and tell them that we'll be cleaning out by 1 o'clock. So they need to show up between 11:30 and 1 p.m. to pick up their trays. They can come and pay for their trays at that time. But again, if you're selling a lot of trays, we want you to be there to help manage your flow of money for your individual sales versus trying to push that on to me or Paul trying to manage all of the sales, which is a lot for us to handle and track the money correctly. If they don't pick up their trays, you need to take your trays with you and get them distributed to the people that you sold them. We do not want any trays left over after 1 o'clock because at that point, we give them all to Bill Payne and he runs them up the road and he's selling them outside Walmart. Let me tell you, they go like hotcakes. And Bill right now is dominating the lead of sales. I think you're at 50 trays. He's at 73 trays already. So he is always our other star of the day. There are tons of stars that make this event happen for us successfully every year. So I want to thank so many people when we get to that point. But I just wanted to point out a couple of highlights at the moment. And I appreciate everything that Bill did to bring in help for the day, and Bill Payne for the amount of sales he does every year and really spreads the message of how wonderful this product is for us. So if you have any questions on the spreadsheet going around, let me know. Most importantly, we have some great guests here today. And so before I turn those over, I want to do a couple other housekeeping items. So I'm going to start with any other club announcements first. Anybody have an announcement for the club at large?
Today.
Marty, yes. Yay. Thank you for remembering that, Betty. So Marty has been to probably 2 of our meetings already. He put in his application. The board is great with it. I sent it out to the club as a whole last week. Nobody blackballed him, so we appreciate that as well. And so we're glad to have him join our ranks and be part of the club. And we have lots of volunteers here today, so we'll make the push to you as well. We'd love for you to consider joining our club or Rotary as a whole, whether it's the Cape Charles Club or the Exmoor Club or the Anacog Club, whatever might work for you personally. But we hope you see what a great organization this is. Any other club announcements? Karen or Betty, who wants to do an update on the bookmobile? Go for it.
The bookmobile is completed. It is beautiful. It is outside the Northampton County Public Schools office in Machipongo. And next Thursday at 10 a.m., we're gonna have ribbon cutting there. So everyone is invited. We have some pictures. We'll get them distributed.
I did an email to the club as a whole, not last week, but I could have forgotten, maybe, but I'll get it.
Okay, thank you. Thursday, this coming Thursday, day after tomorrow at 10 a.m. at the Northampton County Public Schools office and Machipongo. And we have a few pictures. I'll send my phone if I get my phone back. I'll say email reminder. Okay, we will send it. We'll be done. And it's beautiful. And thank you to Jim Rich.
Yeah.
I don't think he's in transit from California today, so thank you.
I think one of his children got married, so he's been out of pocket for us to bug him. With that said, with the bookmobile, I also think they're trying to get over to Sheridan Day on Saturday for the bookmobile to make its first grand entrance into the world as well. So if you can get over to Sheridan Day on Saturday, please do that as well to see the bookmobile. Graham.
Other words, we got books.
Books.
We pay books.
No, not for this particular effort. In our discussions with the school, they find it easier to manage the books if they're purchased new. So that way they don't have to worry about trying to clean them and ensure there's not inappropriate stuff inside the pages. It's a whole thing and a COVID thing from before. So we will be buying new books. There's a pool of money for that to happen. So that's what we're going to do. And again, for those to remember who don't know about our bookmobile, the goal is to have it go out into the community, let the kids come onto the bus, pick a book. We're going to hopefully, as Rotarians, be part of this event to read during these events in the community. And then the kids get to actually go home with those books. It's not a lending library. They actually get to leave with a book that becomes their own book. And we will restock the bookmobile with funds we have helped raise, with what the school has also contributed towards this project, and continue to restock the bookmobile with new books. Okay? We're getting there. Yay. So I think that does it for announcements really quick. I'm going to hit happy dollars. Anybody happy today? Bill.
I'm extraordinarily happy because Tommy Arnold is here to help us celebrate probably the most significant Rotary meeting we've had in years. I don't want to give anything away, but before it's over, we're going to be happy we were here.
How happy are you?
Well, that's a teaser I've ever heard one, Tommy. Any other happy dollars for today? Joan.
$5 happy because we're starting to get people signing up for the inflation dinner.
Yay. We appreciate that. Anyone else want to contribute any happy dollars today? Libby.
$10 happy just because I'm happy all of our bell ringing.
Oh, yes. And see your hand up?
Yeah. $20, we just had 10 days in Portugal, which I highly recommend. And $10 for you under the knife. Whatever, 8 hours.
Yes, we should all be thinking about our dedicated treasurer. I think he was emailing even as he was heading into surgery this morning. Per Jason. So he is having some surgery today and we want to keep him in our thoughts throughout the day that everything goes well for him. So any other happy dollars? If not, I actually am going to turn to introduce all of our guest nominees and luminaries that are here today for this, what I think is quite a remarkable achievement for our club as a whole. I'm going to start, not just that Tommy is here as our assistant, what is your full title? I don't even know. Assistant governor. I'd like to make you president if I could. Is that possible, Tommy? And we appreciate you making it back from your trips. You were in Europe for a period of time, so we're glad you made it home. So Tommy's here to join us, but most importantly, our district governor is here, Joy Klein. And so we are so fortunate because Joy's been here once before. So we're glad that she did a bounce back to our club for this particular occasion. And so we are thrilled to have you again. So, yay.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you for letting me be here today along with Janice. I think I want to move my membership to the Cape Charles Club so I can get crab cakes. So Betty says she's going to figure out how I can get a tray. I have to have them. But I remember being here the year that Kenny James was DG, and my husband and I got a chance to be with the official visits. Thank you, Bill, for the official visits that he was doing. And I've lived in Virginia all my life, but had never been to the Eastern Shore. Shame on me. So when we came that night for the dinner, we then my husband and I drove up to Chincoteague and spent a couple of days there and just had a blast. So coming back over again, this past fall and then being here today with Janice was just another wonderful memory to be here. So now I'm going to be able to enjoy crab cakes at some future point. But yes, this is a beautiful area to be in. And I'd like to thank those that came to the Norfolk Tides game that night, which was the most unique experience. To drive there, for 2 hours to get there, to have the game start. And then we didn't even get to the end of the top half of the first inning before the rain started. So your club was, I think you said maybe y'all were the biggest group. So anyway, hoping that the rain was going to let up and it didn't, the game got canceled. And to make that story even sweeter, about 10 miles away from home, I got a flat tire. And I thought, well, not that you guys wouldn't have helped me out, but if I'd had a flat tire in Norfolk, I'm not sure what I would have done at that point. But I made it home, and then the next morning I had to get my car up to the shop. I was at 8 PSI on that tire. So it could have been a disaster in some way. But the opportunity to be here today, love it, beautiful day out here near the bay. And as Bill was alluding to, we have a little bit of a recognition that will be a big recognition for your club and the work that you did last fall. So I'm not going to spoil the surprise because I want Janice Hinachek, who oversees this for our district, to share with you how important this has been for us in the district and what your club did to make it even super special. So Janice, over to you.
Before Janet starts, since we do have so many guests that come up, Janice, Can I have all of the bell ringers that we invited just to kind of stand up and recognize, just so we can know who are our guests today, who did bell ringing for the Salvation Army? We are, we are thrilled you are here today, but Janice, take it away.
So you can be in front of the camera.
Thank you. Thank you for being on. First of all, I want to tell all of you, thank you for inviting us down. And this is the first time ever I've been on the Eastern Shore, and I am surely going to come back. And thank you for your warm greeting. Thank you. Cape Charles Rotary went above and beyond service before self. Ringing the bell not only one day, but 3 times a week. 3 times a week, that's a lot if you ever rang the bell for a whole day. Okay, from November 22nd to December 21st. That's 4 incredible weeks. And that's a record, believe me. The dedication to the community through good works of the Salvation Army has been duly recognized by District 7600 Community Service Program. When we collaborate on projects that impact our communities, we make a wide berth of improvement to all concerned, right there. As Rotarians, we are the leaders and make a good difference in our communities. We educate, implement peace, take care of our environment, pose a good example for children. We need to realize how many we can influence to the good. Remember, you are Rotarians every minute of the day, not just at meetings. I know that Cape Charles has a Rotary heart by their good works. And we'd like to present you with a.
I'm gonna ask that Bill and Libby come forward, please.
Okay,
Nice job.
They are the two champions.
these are the two, okay,
Chairs for the bell ringing.
very good.
This might take a little while.
If you could open it, please. Can you,
But you are the star.
we really appreciate the people that are in charge of the Salvation Army. Ring the bell every year. I've done it for 27 years and still will do it again next year. And our Rotary Club has done it for 40 years. So have patience with us. It's well worth it. It's a little well read. We are very proud to present this to the Rotary Club of Cape Charles.
$1,619 service club stuff.
You know, good one.
You take it home for a day at a time, circulate it.
You stay here. Okay. I personally thank you for the whole district, but I also personally thank you for something very important for me, if I can get through it. My personal experience. My house caught fire, emerged there throughout, had to be demolished. My contact with Cape Charles has been through a wonderful woman named. We discussed the situation because naturally we were talking at that time back and forth about what the club has done for the Salvation Army. But for me personally, they reached out and gave me a wonderful gift that I was overwhelmed with. I really don't know how to accept this gift. It was truly an act of compassion. My thank you is a plaque. And the engraving says, my wish for you is to continue to be who you are and how you are, to astonish a mean world with your acts of kindness. And this is written by Maya Angelou. Well, thank you so much.
My wish for you is that you continue to be who you are and how you are, astonish the mean world with your acts of kindness. My honor. Thank you. Yes.
We are gonna need some pictures together. Tommy, I need you to come on up and.
Yes.
And so Janice, our hearts went out when we heard the news about your house fire and all the extraordinary things you do for the district as a whole and for the club. Our hearts just broke and we had to help. And so we are so glad you can do a little bit just to help you through a very difficult time.
It was more than a little bit.
I know you're still going through it.
Yes,
So we really thank you for coming today.
sorry to get emotional here. But your kindness really has been outstanding.
And we concur. She is an extraordinary woman in our club, an extraordinary member of our community. I love Libby. I'm so glad she moved here. And soon she's gonna be president one day. We're gonna get you in the line.
Very good.
We're gonna leave this up here for anyone who would like to see it before the meeting is over. Please don't tip it, break it, or drop it in any way, shape, or form. There we go. More fragile. There you go. And we don't do the bell ringing. We don't do the things we're doing for awards. I have to say, it's a side benefit for this one, for this year. We weren't aware of it when we started doing the bell ringing. We've been doing bell ringing 20 plus years, if not longer.
Graham knows.
We were doing it when I first joined the club in 06, we started then. So around that time. When I heard by chance that we should participate because Rotary recognizes the clubs who raise the most money for the Salvation Army bell ringing, I said, let's put our hat in the ring and find out what happens. Especially when I heard that Williamsburg used to always, get at the top. I'm like, we can beat them. I am very competitive if you haven't noticed.
Didn't know about the contest.
So it's one of the things that while I am thrilled to know that the district as a whole recognizes our club and what we're doing over here is really remarkable things for the Eastern Shore, we don't do it for the recognition. And I really do thank all of you. And I have to say, ladies, you chose the best lunch here, which are those nachos. I try and get those as often as I can. They are so good. Anyway, we thank all of you for helping make it possible that we can raise so much money for the Salvation Army. That's really what it's all about. And we really appreciate you. We really sincerely offer you a true invite to join this club. We would love you to consider joining Rotary. You can see there's lots of Rotarians in the room today. It's not even all of our club. We're right now a club of about 43 members. So if you don't know anybody in the room today, you probably know somebody on our roster who's just not at the lunch today. If you'd like to learn more, you can see me, Katie Nunez. I'm the president. I can also be found at the Cape Charles Town Hall just about every day of the week working down there. But please ask any Rotarian here anything about the club, consider joining us because we do lots of really amazing things in our community. And we continue to try and identify what are the needs in our community. So even if you can't join our club and you know of a need in our community, let a Rotarian know. We can see what we can do to throw at the problem to try and help solve it. So we just want to throw that out to everybody. Anything else on the Salvation Army? And my next question is, Libby, are you doing it again this year, right? We have to lock that down solid.
Locked in.
Bill keeps reminding.
We appreciate that, but. So with that said, I know we've had a lot. I need everybody to keep eating your meals, eating everything. I'm not gonna quite finish our luncheon today, because I think I'm not even at 1 o'clock, am I? Am I at 1? And you guys still have not got 12:53. So I will ask if there's any more offers for cards for the Queen of Hearts game that we have. So again, for our new members, we have been doing this, I don't know, for several weeks, months now at this point. We pick high cards. So you buy a card, $1 a card. We then say, who's got the high card today? Whoever's got it has a chance at winning the bank. Not a chance, you actually win the bank. You get half the bank that we have available today. The other half goes into a split pot, portion over to the club itself, and then a portion to the major pot of money. And the major pot of money is the winner of today then picks from the secret deck, the magical deck. It's a deck with a bullet hole in it. I'm not lying. I'll show it to you. If you pick the Queen of Hearts out of that secret deck, then you win the full pot of money that we have. I think that pot is sitting right around $140 or so at the moment, and it continues to grow until somebody wins the Queen of Hearts games. So if you're all good on purchasing cards at the moment, unless you want to buy any more, I'm going to ask who's got the high card today. Does anybody have an ace? Oh, I got an ace of diamonds. I got an ace of clubs. You got an ace of clubs? Any other aces? Ace of, is that a diamond or a heart? It's a diamond. I got 2 diamonds and 2 clubs. So which is better, the diamonds or the clubs? Diamonds. Oh, so now what we do is a tiebreaker draw. Count the money. Go here. Figuring out the pot, you want me to give it to Joan?
There you go.
I'm gonna need this one in a second. I'm gonna go have them draw from remaining cards. Okay. Joan, you are counting in the bank. When you may win. Okay. Walter, pick your best high card right now. You get to pick the best high card today. Let's see what you get. What do you have? 4 hearts?
3.
3, you are the winner. Hold on just a second, please. I'm not looking. Holy cards. Not win the Queen of Hearts. She did an Ace of Hearts. But she still walks away with some cash today. Joan, what is the prize? $11. All right. Stanley, I appreciate that very much. Okay. Oh. All right. I gotta finish all my jobs here. I've lost track of where the front page list went.
And it should be there.
The purple pen better be there, people.
Yeah.
Joan has my pen. Who's got the, oh, she's got the crab cake list too. So again, if you haven't checked, yes, thank you. With either Joan or myself or either one of these signups or confirmation of information, make sure you see us before the day is out. You have again until, I think you said June 20th? Okay, she lied. It's June 17th to let her know if you're coming to the dinner or not, because we need a final head count for the restaurant. With that said, I'm gonna have us all stand and say the things we think, say, and do as Rotarians. Number one. 2. 3. 4. Stanley?
Go, we have fun.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Keep eating, because I know some of the lunches came late. Thank you all for coming today.